Now, this summer's dry weather has put pressure on waterways and the wildlife that depends on them right across the UK. But despite that, some rivers and wetlands in parts of Cumbria are in the best condition they've been in for decades. And that's thanks to a joint initiative from the Environment Agency and Natural England. The project has now been nominated for a prestigious international award, as Alison Freeman now reports.
Signs of nature recovering. Over the past 15 years, more than 100 kilometres of rivers across Cumbria have been restored, increasing habitats and encouraging dwindling species to flourish. And now the groups behind the work have been nominated for an international award. One of their largest projects was the removal of 150 tonnes of thick black plastic from the River Keekle in West Cumbria. Installed to prevent pollution from a mine below, it ruined natural spawning grounds for salmon and trout and sent plastic particles into the sea.
There was very, very little nature in the vicinity of the river. The fish numbers were nowhere near what you would expect on a river of this size. So now when you look at it and you see the resilience, you see the river flowing unimpeded, flowing naturally. We can see the fish sort of rising on a hot day like this. There's tons of insects, there's loads of birds in the area. All of that nature coming back, I think we can all agree is valuable. And I think now, with 5 years of hindsight, we can see that it's giving back to nature far more than we ever predicted it would in the first place.
But there's still more work for the Cumbrian River Restoration Partnership programme to do. Over the years, rivers have been straightened to increase farmland. At Cetera Park Farm on the Lowther estate near Penrith, they're restoring wetlands by digging ditches that allow the River Eden's flow back onto its floodplain.
We did a bird survey here 5 years ago where we mapped all the breeding bird territories, which was repeated last year, and we saw more than a 300% increase. So, something's working, but it's by letting those natural processes happen, let the river behave how it wants to, let the habitats form.
Nearby at Acorn Bank, another sensitive project to remove a Grade 2 star listed weir, which is in bad condition, is being carried out by the National Trust.
Doing lots of this type of work on a large scale in lots of areas will at some point have some flood risk benefits to somebody downstream. So it has that effect of holding back the water on the floodplains over a longer period, but also think about the drought resilience. These type of projects can actually hold water back during these very extreme dry periods that we're suffering at the moment in the UK. And in Cumbria, we're proving that.
Alison Freeman, BBC News, Cumbria.